Has Hamilton versus Verstappen gone too far? Now, first things first, I'm neither a Max nor a Lewis fan. As a long-time McLaren fan, my boys did me proud at Monza, so no, I'm not biased. Frankly, I think Max is arrogant, and I think Lewis may be overrated. But that's not the question today. Looking at this clip and the photo, it's plainly apparent that the wheel of Verstappen's car makes contact with Hamilton's head. The question is, what could have been the consequence of this contact without the halo to take most of the impact? Opinions from the F1 grid differ on the seriousness of these two's latest crash. According to the Totonetter, the halo definitely saved Lewis's life today. Hamilton said, "The halo stopped the crash from being a lot worse, and I'm incredibly grateful to all of those that work to make our cars and racing safer. It landed on my head, but I'll be okay. I feel very fortunate today. Thank God for the halo, which saved me and saved my neck." Now, obviously, these two are a bit biased. Fernando Alonso, who's had a colourful past with Hamilton and has also decided to put in his 2 cents worth, saying, "But it is low speed, you know. They go at 30 or 40 kilometers an hour. There's no danger, there's nothing. So I don't think it was a big deal." Now, the question isn't who was at fault at Monza. Look at the YouTube clips on the F1 YouTube channel and decide for yourself, or look at F1 TV. The question is, could this impact have ended the life of a modern day great of the sport? And has this rivalry passed the levels of decency? They've come together numerous times now this season, and this latest crash is just the icing on the cake, but it could so easily have been the straw that broke the camel's back. The obvious comparisons of Prost and Senna, or Schumacher and Hill, or Hamilton and Rosberg do come to mind, but all of these rivalries also went too far. When Schumacher took out Hill or Villeneuve, it could have been very serious. Prost and Senna deliberately knocked each other out and could so easily have ended either one's career, and the same goes with Rosberg and Hamilton. The question is, has this rivalry also passed over to the dark side? It may well have. Apparently the animosity has become such that Max didn't even bother to find out if Lewis was okay. Maybe still some bad blood after numerous times the Mercs have seemingly connected with the Red Bulls this season. The halo did not absorb all the impact, like say the version on IndyCars may have. As seen in the pictures, at least some of the weight ended up on Hamilton's helmet. In that aspect alone, I would say the halo may well have saved Lewis Hamilton's life, and thus they've gone too far. The Daily Mail put it straight and to the point, saying Max Verstappen's Red Bull would have run right over his head, but for the safety cage in which he sat. Now, I have a less than adequate understanding of medical science, but put a moving car weighing 750 odd kilograms on a man's neck and he almost surely does not survive. Now, whether I'm an idiot at medicine, which I may be or not, general consensus seems to be that Hamilton is fortunate to not have been hurt gravely at Monza. Look at this picture again. That's a Formula 1 car on top of a man's head. Unnecessary. A 750 kilogram car on a man's head. If it hadn't been for the titanium halo, which can reportedly take the weight of a double-decker bus, we would most likely today have been mourning the passing of a legend. Why did Max not just wait for a DRS zone? Seeing as he was on fresh tyres himself and on a charge? Well, the man has to answer that himself. The same thing goes when you ask why Hamilton couldn't just give the obviously flying Dutchman more space, and why did he have to crowd him? Toto Wolff may have put it best when he said, "Both of them need to leave space for each other, race each other hard but avoid accidents." It was good fun until now. We have seen a halo that saved Lewis's life today, and Max had this heavy impact at Silverstone. We don't want to come to a situation to intervene when somebody gets really hurt. This has gone too far, and both men need to take a step back and decide whether this is the right road to carry on. If they don't, we may have a tragedy on our hands sooner rather than later. Thank God Lewis Hamilton didn't die at Monza, but now it's in the hands of men to stop something serious from happening further on. Let's hope they do, as a matter of fact, start behaving like adults and both give each other respect on the track, so nobody has to mourn them off the track.